So I just took this out of the cat's cage. So if you see it's got this light on, that means that it's working. It's set, it's got lots of battery. It's set to automatically drop food in at certain times. And then this, you have to actually use both hands. So I don't know if you can see, it is mostly full. I will fill it up Thursday night. And in here is the cat food. So I think that whole bag will fit in here mostly. And then there's a bunch of cans of cat food for them. So if you could just check to make sure that that light is on. If there's food in the dish, that's fine. I came in last night and this was pretty much empty. So I think that lasts about a week when I fill it up. Also in this box here, if you lift the lid, there are instructions for the cat feeder and a bunch of extra towels if you should need them. And in that blue box over there is the horse's blankets. They should only need them if it's going to get down to like -5, but I don't think it's supposed to. The main one is Ruffles. I don't know that Hudson would let you get his blanket on, but if it gets that cold, if you could at least put on Ruffles, and each one has a tag with their name. And then for feeding, the paper is here that has what everybody gets, numbers, and the other information is on the other side. So everything you need will just be here. So there is the water. This tub, so the clear tub with the white lid, has Fancy's alfalfa and Timothy pellets soaked. So once I feed that, so I just dump it out, and then I actually put it over here with the light on and the door open so that I remember to do that. Do whatever works for you. The measuring quarter cup and half a cup are here. The water, these are the wet measures for the alfalfa and the beet pulp. And, whoops, just moving stuff over so that you can see. So there's two things here. This one has all of their bags, and so the odd are on this side, the even are on this side, because you guys are starting on the odd day. So there's a blue, a green, a red, and a yellow. So you can just take out that. The Hudsons and the Minis are all the same, so it doesn't really matter if it gets mixed up. The only thing is just the odd and the even for Fancy. So I just grab like all of them, and then the empty bags you can put in this container. So what I do, I don't know if I can, hold on. Okay, so I open it and I fold it back, and then I dump that into the bucket, and you can just leave it like this, fold it over and put the empty bag in that container. So yeah, hopefully that just makes it easy. You can just grab, make sure you have one of every color, they're all together, and those can just live there. So once Fancy's wet stuff and dry stuff are in there, this is not juice, don't drink it. It is hemp seed oil. So she gets 1.5 teaspoons. So I have this, and I just do it above the, like in between the 7 and the 15. And so she just gets that mixed in. So that's roughly how much I do. And then when I say 1 to 2 tablespoons, I just fill this up. So it's got the tablespoons here. And for Fancy, I say 1/4 cup to 1/2 cup. So I just fill this up twice and try not to make it too mushy. So I've put everything in and I've started stirring, but all of these dry bits, you want to make sure that they are well mixed, because it's just like it's so dry. And so this is kind of the consistency that I make Fancy's. And then there's a couple, like 3 empty containers there behind the beet pulp. And the white container with the white lid is for the soaked Timothy alfalfa cubes. And when I say a cup of beet pulp, I kind of do like a slightly heaping cup. And same with the 1/2 cup of the Timothy alfalfa for Hudson. So I am going to make more. You guys will probably need to make some while I'm away. So that's kind of what I do for Hudson. And then I just use this same 1/2 cup measure, but only fill it like half full for the minis. And so this is kind of the consistency. The minis, it's just very little water, just enough to, sometimes there's enough water in the beet pulp that you don't even need to add water to theirs. And then I just kind of separate them a little bit, put Hudson's under the door, and come over here for Fancy. So there's the main doors over there. So doing this one in this corner with the hook actually works quite well. Excuse me, ma'am. So doing the loop and putting the hook through and then hooking it onto the end of the string, that actually has it sitting at a nice height. If you need to do that with Hudson's, if it's too hard to tie it up or you can't get it to where it's tight when you pull on it, then you can use the clip. But I couldn't get another one today because they were out. So this hay bag here, you can just not hang that one. It's fine to just have this one and then this big one and the one for Hudson and this one. So this is one of the big pink ones. This one really can be any. If they were out of the round bale last night, so I did 2 big ones. And yeah, so as long as those 4 are up, chances are we just fed at new round bale and they haven't even been in there yet. So chances are they, once I open that up for them, they won't eat much of this hay in here. So I use these, and I go over the first 2 cans are Fancy's pellets. The 3rd can is the Timothy alfalfa cubes, and then the 4th can is the beet pulp. So I just soaked the Timothy alfalfa cubes, and so I basically just cover the bottom with the alfalfa cubes and then covered that plus a little bit with water, and then just stick it down here for when I need it, or you can put it on top of the beet pulp. So then for Fancy's, I just use the cup that I use for the beet pulp, and the water that I use, and I just dump it in. So that's 2, and then I just still use the same cup, and I just kind of eyeball it to fill it halfway, and that's the 2.5 cups. That's the easiest because I have this water here anyway, rather than trying to deal with this and the hose with shutting it on and off.